Chad Strawn picks it up where he left off last night in that 77 as he works it off a corner 2, but he's got J.R. Fitzpatrick on his back bumper. Fitzpatrick looks low in 3. Off a corner 4 they come. Fitzpatrick on the bottom in the B10, that Kelly Bolson ride. And here comes Harper, John Harper in the 79. He looked low going into 1, backs off a little bit. And the top 2 will break away by a car length. Strawn in front. J.R. Fitzpatrick in second. Harper right now running in third. Keene is in the 4th spot. 5th right now, Justin DeMello. And then you've got Anthony DeBello right behind him in the 6th spot. Coming down to complete lap number 4. I'm sure some of these drivers just shaking things down, making sure they're ready to go in the closing laps. We saw some tire wear of the hot rods yesterday. Strawn stretching his advantage over J.R. Fitzpatrick. John Harper right there in third. Jason Keene now is right on his back bumper. Chad Strong, 4/10 of an advantage over J.R. Fitzpatrick. We'll see if that closed at all this time by. It looks as though J.R. gained a bit of ground that time around. Cuts the lead in half, now down to 2/10. Top 2 getting a bit of breathing room between themselves and John Harper back there in third. Top 5 have broken away from 6th place Norman Newman. 7 laps complete in this one for the Queenston Chevrolet OSCAAR Modifieds. That lap around, Chad Strawn gained a 1/10 of a second, but we've got some lap traffic right in front of the leaders. First of the lap cars gets out of the way for Chad Strawn. Both of the leaders need to work up a lane. They have no issues there. In fact, Chad Strawn gained a little bit more. But J.R. Fitzpatrick closed the gap big time down in 3 and 4. Difference back down to 2/10 of a second. John Harper back there in third, Jason Keene 4th, and Justin DeMello 5th. And you've got about a 12-car gap back to Norman Newman running in the 6th spot. Sean Chenoweth in 7th. 8th right now is Anthony DeBello. 9th is Corey Horner. And 10th would be A.J. Ems in the 14. That's the top 10 at the 10-lap mark. 30 to go. Now coming by the stripe. It'll be 29 to go for Chad Strawn, who's boxed in behind the lap car there. Brian Batty held up the leader just a little bit, and here comes J.R. Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick on the inside line. Gets a nose in, but here's a couple of lap cars the leaders will have to work by. Gary Elliott pulling off in corner number 4 down to the pit lane. Leaders going by Jim Bowman in the 63. Here comes J.R. Fitzpatrick looking low again, and John Harper has caught the top 2 with a head of steam. He's got a good run, had to back out of it going into 3. Lap traffic giving these leaders some fits here in the early stages of this one. They'll work by the 72 of Bob Franks. Top 5 remain distance from 6th place. Here comes Fitzpatrick again. This time shows the nose to Strawn. He'll tuck it in there wheel to wheel coming off of corner number 4. Fitzpatrick on the bottom, but Strawn keeps the momentum on the outside and holds the lead on lap number 14. Fitzpatrick in that B10, the Kelly Bolson ride, sponsored by London Recreational. On the inside line, Chad Strawn in the Eibach Performance 77 on the outside. He'll lead the lap again with 15 complete, 25 to go. John Harper, Jason Keene, Justin DeMello all in tow right there. Here comes Harper now to the inside. Backs off wisely in corner number 3, and now the lap car going to play the pick for Strawn as he will work his way around. And J.R. Fitzpatrick lost a ton of track position as Mark Hamacher there was in the way. So Strawn gets the big gap, and here's a position change as well as Justin DeMello scoots by Jason Keane into fourth. The lead now 0.6 of a second for Chad Strawn over J.R. Fitzpatrick. He'll close the gap down in 1 and 2. John Harper right there in that 79 behind J.R. Fitzpatrick. DeMello and Keane 4th and 5th. Norman Newman still holding down that 6th spot with Chenoweth and Horner right behind him. The lead down to 0.3 of a second. Again, J.R. Fitzpatrick closing the gap right up on the back bumper of Chad Strawn. John Harper back there in 3rd. Justin DeMello 4th. Jason Keane 5th. Top 5 remaining. All right there in a bunch. Norman Newman closing the gap a little bit on the top 5. As we've reached the midway part of this one, Chad Strawn, your leader in the 77. J.R. Fitzpatrick 2nd in the B10. Then you've got John Harper 3rd in the 79 as Fitzpatrick goes down low in corner 3. Makes the charge on the inside line again, and they get close off of corner number 4. Again, though, Strawn has all the momentum on the outside, and Harper jumps out there as well. John Harper to the outside of Fitzpatrick. Edges in front of him. Great power move on the outside by the 79. Fitzpatrick fighting back on the bottom side. Slower car on the outside. Brian Batty in the 39. Harper slips down in front of Fitzpatrick. Leaves the bottom side door open. Now shuts it in corner number 2. Justin DeMello now in the thick of it. The 4th place car right on the back bumper of J.R. Fitzpatrick is now Jason Keane in 5th, beginning to lead the top pack. Here comes John Harper. Big run off of corner number 2 as they work around some more lap traffic. They get by Craig Scott in the 69S. Down into corner number 1. 24 laps complete now. Harper gets such a good run going into corner number 3, but Strawn really good off of 4. Oh, he bobbled there. Here comes Harper. Strawn got a little squirrely in 4. Harper right there. Fitzpatrick in tow. DeMello in 4th. Keane in 5th. And you've got Norman Newman and now Corey Horner with a nice run up to the 7th spot. Sean Chenoweth back to 8th now. 9th would be Dale Reinhardt. And 10th, A.J. Ems. Here's the challenge on the inside for the lead. John Harper to the inside of Strawn, and he will take the top spot away. Thought for a moment we might see 3 wide there as J.R. Fitzpatrick saw the bottom lane open. And now he'll scoot by Chad Strawn. Well, Strawn not going away, though, on the top side. Lap traffic. It's really played a factor in this one. Harper, your leader. Over Fitzpatrick, Strawn, DeMello, and Keane. John Harper lengthens his advantage by 0.3 of a second. Fitzpatrick back there in that 2nd spot, working around some lap traffic. Chad Strawn in 3rd, DeMello in 4th. Jason Keane has definitely lost the front pack, and in fact, Norman Newman, who is in 6th, and Corey Horner in 7th, beginning to catch the 5th place, Jason Keane. John Harper out in front over J.R. Fitzpatrick, who closes the gap just a little bit. Chad Strawn back there in 3rd. Justin DeMello 4th. Jason Keane 5th. Norman Newman right now in 6th. Corey Horner 7th. 8th is Sean Chenoweth. 9th, Anthony DeBello. And 10th, Dale Reinhardt. Leaders working it off of corner number 4. 32 laps complete, 8 to go for John Harper. Trying to hold off J.R. Fitzpatrick, who was fast right off the truck yesterday. Heavy lap traffic as leader John Harper works around AJMs in the 14. Mike Hardy up next. Fitzpatrick, a couple of car lengths back in the second spot. Chad Strawn running third. Justin DeMello still solidly in fourth, and Jason Keene falling into the clutches of sixth place Norman Newman and seventh place Corey Horner. Five laps left to go for John Harper in the 79 machine. Driver to Cambridge, Ontario. Leads them down the back stretch. Stretching his advantage over J.R. Fitzpatrick. Harper around Luke Gignac in the 99. He's been able to maneuver through this lap traffic pretty easily, and J.R. Fitzpatrick not able to close the gap. 3 more circuits left to go for John Harper over J.R. Fitzpatrick, Chad Strawn, Justin DeMello, and Jason Keene, who now has company. Norman Newman looking for a top 5. He's right there in the back bumper of Keene in the 18. 5th, 6th, 7th all together, and troubles up high for, I believe it's Brian Batty in corner number 4. So that creates some suspense now. We'll have a restart with a couple of laps to go. The field will bunch back up now with 2 laps left to go. And I believe it's Brian Batty that came to a stop up in corner number 4 and brought out the caution flag. Good long green flag run. Good action at the front of the pack, and John Harper probably thought he had this thing on cruise control and maybe he was going to be able to lock it up, but now he's going to have to deal with J.R. Fitzpatrick, Chad Strawn up there as well on this restart on lap number 38. The Kubota safety vehicle up there in corner number 4 will push the Batty machine to pit road. The field bunch back up and ready for the restart here for the Queenston Chevrolet OSCAAR Modifieds. So you see Brian Batty's number 39 getting the push to the pit area. John Harper will be the leader on the restart in the 79, the B10. That is J.R. Fitzpatrick in the second spot. Chad Strawn, the 77C, there sits in the 3rd position. Justin DeMello has been up there in the top 5 all afternoon. That 82 car, he will restart in 4th. 5th, the 18 of Jason Keene. He was beginning to feel the pressure from Norman Newman back there in the 6th spot in the 11 car. And Corey Horner in the 79H, who runs in the 7th spot. 8th right now, Sean Chenoweth in the 89C. 9th, Dale Reinhardt in the 51. And Anthony DeBello right now completing the top 10. And I believe that is all the lead lap cars at this point. Luke Gignac in 11th, a lap down. John Harper, the leader, has the choice of lane, and he decides the inside line. So far over the last couple of days, that's not been the lane of choice.
Well, Greg, we'll find out in about half a lap if that was a mistake or not.
Here we go as John Harper and J.R. Fitzpatrick go wheel to wheel down the front stretch. Harper on the inside line into corner number 1. Fitzpatrick fighting on the outside with 2 laps left to go. Down the back stretch they go wheel to wheel into 3. All stacked up, coming to the white flag. Oh, lap 38 now. 2 laps to go at this point. Whoa, John Harper up into J.R. Fitzpatrick. Here comes Strawn opening the door on the bottom side. So this time will be the white flag. Harper leads down into corner number 1. J.R. Fitzpatrick in second. Chad Strawn third. Good battle for the 5th spot as Jason Keene trying to hold back Corey Horner and Norman Newman. Final time through 3 and 4. Checkers coming on the Speedway. John Harper will pick up the win over J.R. Fitzpatrick, Chad Strawn, Justin DeMello, and Jason Keene. Your top 5. We'll go trackside to talk with the top 3. John Harper unbuckling, getting the helmet off inside the car. He had to wait an extra day for the sunshine to come out, but I'm sure he's glad he made it back to Jukasa Motor Speedway. Great pass towards the end of that one, and gets the win over J.R. Fitzpatrick and Chad Strawn. Climbing out of the car, he's going to grab the checkered flag. Let's hear it for John Harper. All right, John, let's bring you around to the front of the car here. I'll tell you what, John has a word with Alex Nagy here. John, what a great race at the front of the field. You and JR and Chad Strawn put on a great show for the fans.
Yeah, it was pretty good. These tires that I had on were hooked up pretty good.
Talk about the race today, a little bit different scenario than what we saw yesterday in the heat races.
Yeah, it's a little drier today. Yeah.
Talk about the pass for the win on JR.
Well, he was keeping me tight, and I gave him a little bump on that one straightaway, let him know I was still there. So I just kept him a little high, just to give him a hard time. So.
Who would you like to thank?
Queenston Chevrolet, DSC, my dad, my girlfriend, my brother. That's it.
All right, let's hear it for John Harper, the winner for the Queenston Chevrolet OSCAAR Modifies. J.R. Fitzpatrick comes home second. You come home second, but, man, the fans enjoyed that one. That was a great battle up front.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I mean, the car was working really, really good. I got to thank Kelly Balson and Amanda Balson for letting me drive it, and London Rec for sponsoring it. It's just, it was handling really good. It's just that's the difference between a crate motor and a built motor there, especially at a big track like this. So, you know, the car was awesome. No complaints. I had a lot of fun. I got a really good run through the center, 1 and 2 there, and I got in the back of John, so that was a good save on his part. That could have been pretty bad, but I was just trying to get everything I could to try and get under him with that built he's got, but I had lots of fun.
All right, there you go. J.R. Fitzpatrick comes home in the second spot. And we'll get a word with Chad Strawn up here. Led early in this one. Looked really impressive
in the Eibach machine. And Chad, how about that one? Different weather today. The track was maybe a little bit different, but a great race amongst the top three.
Yeah, no, this is a really nice racetrack. About 20 laps in there, I overheated for some reason and lost all the water, lost all the power, but it was great racing with these guys today. Thanks for everyone coming out today. There was rain out yesterday, so it kind of sucked, but and thanks to our series sponsors, Queenston Chevrolet, Living and Lighting, Nightworks, Reinhardt Trailers, Bork's Transmission, American Racers, and MAV TV, and of course Eibach, and all of our sponsors. We couldn't do it without them.
All right, there you have it. Chad Strawn comes home third this afternoon for the Queenston Chevrolet OSCAAR Modifieds.